Tyler, virtual threat, keystroke kill, identity hidden, I fulfill. Cyber assassin, that's my prowl. Codes in hand, you'll fall. Hack and strike, chaos I make. Cyber realm, my domain to take.
You can't just jump in. You definitely have to wade into the water. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to break people's perceptions, their truths, their blocks. Just like in psychology, you don't want to break somebody's psychosis. You don't want to break the truth to someone who's holding on to it like it's a buttressing wall. And if you topple it, the wall will fall. Sometimes it'll fall on you too if you're too close. So you've got to be careful with, leading people into water that's too deep for them to swim in, especially if they don't know how to swim. You gotta definitely slowly pay attention to the capabilities of the people who are intaking what you are giving, and make sure that they're not just yesing, that they're actually soul connecting. And the safety measure, the safety is not to give the actual knowledge, only to give the key to the spirit. And if the spirit likes you, it will teach you. So it's providing an introduction. It's, hi, I'd like to meet you. Good to meet you. Now let me introduce you to my friend. It's something to walk into a room and have the people scoff and look away, but look directly at you when you look away. To have the feeling of being watched and perceived by people that don't know why it is that they're being drawn. But then, as they intake attention, the people who are receiving it start to glow. And then the other people see it, and then they start to want, and then they start to get in. And pretty soon, it's like a court of jesters performing for attention. And it's a sight to see, it's a sight to behold, to watch the play and the procession take part out of nowhere. It just coalesces and people are playing on a stage in front of you, and it's entertaining. And there's an energetic interplay in which good show, and they, you're welcome, and it's all energy. They don't know why, but they like being able to perform and to gain the attention for performing on the spot, out of nowhere, as if the spirit has them playing that part, unaware of who they are here. Somehow, the spirit just takes them and animates them in a direction in your presence. And watching it happen time and time again, it does feel like there's a ranking of souls. And when your soul has a certain energetic signature, it's recognized automatically. Even before you come into a room, people feel you coming. They start talking about you. And then when you walk in the room, it goes silent. Because nobody wants to be the one who catches the attention by themselves. They don't want the full blow. They want it to go well. They want to be the one that says the cool thing that gets the, yeah. They don't want to be the one that gets the fuck? Like, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be that. Nobody wants to be judged. right? And it is what it is to be the INTJ Sigma, you know, landing on that Myers-Briggs spectrum. It puts you in that judging state where, you know, it's not like you want to judge, but it is literally just a internal function. It's an automatic function like breathing, you know, just walk in, perceive, and see all the moving parts, and everything's like a puzzle, and you see where the puzzle pieces fit, and they're all moving, and you can play with them or just watch what they're doing. Everything's a choice. To play or not to play, that is the question, right? To intercede, to not intercede. If I do this here, then this will happen here. Or playing with those factors, putting them just in a mental playing field and running constructs outside of the real world. That's what architects do in their minds. They do that constantly. And the scenarios are running it, you know, thousands of scenarios and run in a minute. And you just figure out which way to go or not go. It's a yes or a no between many, many options. And this is very much like timeline jumping. I mean, it's basically taking in future based on past events and past behaviors of people and events and time and places and precedences, and then running them all through a filter of past and the future right here in the present. And that causes you to jump timelines and change different outcomes on the fly in situations where people are thinking about their hair or what they're going to eat, and more walking in and thinking about long term. If I say these couple of words, what's the outcome later on that day when they talk to this person? And if I say to this to this person, then it's going to cause this outcome. And if I leave this person, if I just talk to this one while this one's watching, then it's going to cause them to come over. And just running situationally, behaviorally through situations with people and interacting purposefully or not interacting purposefully, and doing things on purpose or not doing them on purpose is actively timeline rearrangement. You're intentionally being aware is the key, because you're not blindly going forth and trying to affect things. You have will, desire, and intent focused, and you're watching in the moment, and you're putting seeds down and watering them. And the people are the earth that you're planting seeds in. And that is what we all do. We just typically aren't conscious of it. We're just planting seeds or, extracting fruit. I mean, we're giving or we're taking, typically in this world. Some of us are just at rest in the middle, and we give and we take. But most of us are givers or takers. There's not a lot of people that are good at just maintaining and holding, just keeping. That way you can give and take whichever needs to be done in the moment. That's the harder way. Being neutral. You find over and over in this world, not many people are. They either want to take or they want to give. It's an interesting place to be in the middle. GoPro, stop recording.